Welcome to Denver 7 Sports, and there is much rejoicing and cheering in Avs and Nuggets nations. It's the best time of the year, playoff time, for MVP Nate McKinnon and the Avalanche and MVP Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. Both teams will start their first-round series this coming weekend. But we start on the basketball court, and the Nuggets going into the playoffs on a 3-game win streak, winning all 3 games since the firing of head coach Michael Malone. Now, today we got a lot more insight into why that happened. Team President Josh Kroenke had a press conference at Ball Arena telling us the discord and disconnect between Malone, GM Calvin Booth, and the players had been simmering and boiling for months. Josh said he wanted to fire Malone and Booth on 2 separate occasions earlier this season before he called strike 3, you're out, last week.
There were 2 moments in time that I identified where I hesitated, and it was either out of personal feelings or belief for the group. One was last fall. I couldn't tell you an exact date. It was around Thanksgiving at some point when I was really feeling like things were not headed in a direction or up to my standards as an organization. We went on a little run before the All-Star break. That's been reported. I saw out there that I was contemplating something around then. That is true. Coming into the locker room after our Sunday night loss versus Indiana, I could feel how flat the room was. And, on a 4-game losing streak heading into the playoffs with a flat locker room, that was when I understood and I internalized how much I had let this room slip and that it was not up to the standards of what Denver Nuggets basketball really is.
The old flat locker room doesn't work. All right, so game 1 between the Nuggets and Clippers is Saturday at 1:30 at Ball Arena. Teams with identical 50 and 32 records, but the Clippers are coming in hot. They've won their last 8 in a row and 18 of their last 21 games. Josh said today the Nuggets better be ready for a fight.
We worked our butts off over the last week, got progressively better, put ourselves in a position where we can now have a few days off before the playoffs. But I think that we'd be remiss if we didn't at least acknowledge what's coming into this building, and that I think is probably the NBA team playing the best of anybody right now. I don't know what the Clippers stats are over the last 15, 20 games or so, but they've been playing unbelievable basketball, and this group is going to be challenged to the utmost. We better be ready because they are playing the best basketball of anybody in the league, and the West is an absolute bloodbath. But we got some pretty good players too. We got some great coaches, and we'll be ready.